Hello everyone, shout out to Pink Book Lesson, and then she doing a good work showing the light of Kamala, and then today we're gonna talk about how does Michigan lie even after even before the hurricane, and how Kamala is not helping Florida, and then send it to her channel, give us some love, and then we're gonna go and dive into it.
Kamala Harris called you selfish. She said she's tried to contact you to talk to you about hurricane relief. And I know that you've said, I think you said she didn't try to contact you. We want to get your response. We don't have the sound, but she said, moment of crisis, if nothing else, should really be the moment that anyone calls himself a leader, says they're going to put politics aside and put the people first. People are in desperate need of support right now and playing political games at this moment in these crisis situations. These are the height of emergency situations. It's just utterly irresponsible and it's selfish and it's about political gamemanship. What's your response?
So before he respond, you gotta remember during the Helen, a lot of people has issue going on because first of all they cannot go to the mountain and there's a female blocking them, Sasha's tire, and also there's a rescuer that's being stabbed and they're being saying that by the female if they keep helping they're gonna go to jail and then they're gonna get compensated and so on and so forth. So those are being politicized. And this I'm telling you, this American is not doing anything good. They just politicize everything and then try to put the blame to the president or to try to blame the blame on the people, but they not nothing to do. I'll tell people, Democrat don't do anything for you. They come and then take the money and then they'll train you stuff like that to make you weak so they can have more control over it. And next thing you know, you become level instead of level up, you become level down. So he's gonna respond on how Kamala he's speaking the lie that he's helping trying to help the Senti, but the Senti knew his phone call and is not responding to his email and so on and so forth.
Response.
Well, I think she should look in the mirror. We've been on an emergency footing for 2 weeks straight, round the clock, 24/7. We've been working, my office, our Division of Emergency Management, helping people prepare for Hurricane Helene, helping effectuate rescues of people after Hurricane Helene, helping people pick up the pieces of their lives after Helene, and then have to also turn around and prepare for major impacts and maybe even more impacts.
So the government saying that he's been helping for airlines. So basically, it is all the states supposed to jump in. Not only the president, not only the Congress. Everyone has to budge in because what happened is because of people's lives, it's gonna affect it for good. But the thing of the matter is, they want you to rely on the government. For example, the neighbor can help you. For example, to carry the bag and then to help you grocery and stuff like that for you too. Because at the end of the day, we all need each other. But Democrat presented like this team blue red is better than the other, and they're trying to rely on only team red and forget about team blue or team blue forget about team. This is what they're trying to do. But I know the crisis like that. Everyone, every hand is needed, every help is needed. It's not about who's winning, but who's gonna be able to how we're gonna come together and then I want a call to survive and make the best outcome of it and how to be a better citizen and better for the country.
From Hurricane Milton, be able to have rescue personnel ready to help people, and then, of course, help with the power restoration, all these things to do. So that's been my sole focus. My focus has not been on dealing with Kamala Harris. I saw the news report. I didn't know she tried to contact me, but I'd also say it's not about you, Kamala. Right. It's about the people of Florida. My focus is exactly where it should be, and I can tell you this. I've worked on these hurricanes under both President Trump and President Biden. Neither of them ever tried to politicize it.
So he made a good point because I'm glad he's not the first time that Florida has been to threat like this of hurricane. But at the end of the day, they have to come together and join. As a vice president, you shouldn't be able to politicize and say something like that. You're not really in charge. Is Biden's in charge. You got a team. It's Biden reach out to him because of you guys are a team. He's your head. So basically, you guys who both represent. He's not representing himself. He represents the country. He's representing the state. He's representing administration. So basically, you're included. But if you're trying to separate Biden from you, that's mean that there's two organizations, there's two different ownership in this country, and this is what happened. Now is that all your own party divided. This is a weak point because if Biden come along and help the DeSantis, and then you say that the DeSantis doesn't come and talk to you, that's mean that who's really in charge? Is Biden is just back up though, or are you in charge but you don't want to say it, or you just gonna be like, oh, we are divided, trying to make the narrative that he's looking bad, but instead if Biden come along and help him out, that's mean you contribute on that help because you President Biden and you are together because Biden's the president, vice president, you're second in command. So basically, you both are working together instead that you guys are working separately, and then everyone is taking their side and doing their own thing, and that's the countries on whatever we're doing right now. And this is what the picture is I'm sensing right now.
She has never called on any of the storms we've had since she's been vice president until apparently now. Why all of a sudden is she trying to parachute in and inject herself when she's never shown any interest in the past? We know it's because of politics. We know it's because of her campaign. I have zero time to entertain these political games. We're going to continue to do what we need to do to prepare and respond to what may be one of the most damaging storms in the history of the United States. So she says focusing on protecting your people is selfish. I think she ought to look in the mirror.
And right now, Governor, just
So I'm totally agree with him because at the end of the day, we both have to come together. But Biden, he has to talk with Kamala because it doesn't look good for Biden either. Kamala, because one, you're trying to say that Kamala is the best of everything, but at the end of the day, you call the sentence, but not having Kamala in the front. It's just politics right now. It's making confusion. That's what happened. They make confusion, and next thing you know, one they create that confusion, and then the government come along to rescue it. They'll be like, this is the clarity, you got to do this and do that to fix the conclusion, to fix the confusion. But from the beginning, they are the one create the confusion, and that's what the narrative is, that this thing is trying to paint a narrative that the scientists don't want help from any woman. So basically he's going to say he's a misogynist, so that's the help he's gonna say is a narcissist. That's the image you're gonna put in to put forward, that because they're gonna try to say that even Christ are needed, he's gonna not gonna be able to work together, and then they're gonna paint the picture that the Republicans like that because of the Democrat really hitting on a Republican state like Florida, and trying to say that Republican doesn't want to work with Democrats, especially on town needs. But at the end of the day, it's a team effort. Everyone needs each other. But Democrat doesn't care. They just want to everything to make confusion, make you confused. But we know that if Biden call, that's mean everything is handled. Everything's already done. You need to go back and then make that all the exception. And this is right. You gotta focus on the people, the life, focus on the city, focus on the state, focus on everyone. But those political, they're gonna have an effect because at the end of the day, we represent the country, the rest of the globe watching you, and then if you guys show their weak point and a weak on front, people are gonna see that you guys divided, and this is the division that we see clearly now on daylight. Back in the day, we saw it on the back door, and then people was talking, and now we can see clearly daylight because the Democrat has the House, they have the Senate, and then they have all that, and they have the presidency, they have all that power, but still the diminish the Republican. They feel like they are good, but at the end of the day, they don't even rescue, not even planning right now to send $750 for people in Democrat, for the people in Florida for the rescue plan, and that $750 last month was a slap in their face, and now they're for $0, and people that have no like at least 2 million people has no like no electricity, and then people some people doesn't have food for 3 days, but the Democrat or Republican got a team effort, everyone had to pitch in, and I know Florida has been through every year to that phase. They already prepared, they already know what to do. And but at the end of the day, we all need each other and stay away from that politics. Don't fall for it because at the end of the day, they just want to act emotional and not be reasonable because they know once your emotion go high, your judgment is clouded, and then you make it something mistake, and then you're gonna end up paying for it and return. And if you like my video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe next one.